My name is Katelyn and I'm speaking about Adolf Hitler painting A Nightmare. Adolf Hitler was born on Easter Sunday, April 20th, 1889, in the small Austrian town of Bernal, to his parents Alois Hitler and Clara Pölzl. Hitler believed that Germany was his cultural and spiritual home. In Hitler's childhood, his father beat and abused him and his siblings. In Charles Flood's article, Hitler, The Path to Power, he wrote about how Hitler read in a story that those who truly are brave experience pain without flinching. Hitler's father created in him the desire of a whipped child, the need for revenge. Hitler began bullying those at school of the Jewish race and didn't focus on his grades as much. Upon dropping out of school after the 9th grade, he began to pursue a career in painting at the General School of Painting, but was denied entrance because he did not have a complete degree. On top of this news, he also learned of his mother's death to cancer. She was the one person whom Hitler indisputably loved. At the outbreak of World War I, Hitler volunteered in the Bavarian Army. In Judy Martell's article, In Their Own Words, The Holocaust, a primary source of history, she talks about how the Germans' defeat shaped Hitler's political viewpoints. Hitler joined the German Workers' Party and became the party chairman. The German Workers' Party was later named the Nazi Party. And in 1923, Hitler created the Beer Hall Putsch movement, but it failed. And in November 1923, he was arrested for high treason and imprisoned for 5 years. In prison, he wrote his widely known book, Mein Kampf, or My Struggle. It was a personal account of himself, and in it he wrote about how he wanted to transform Germany and annihilate the Jews. Great Events article, Hitler publishes Mein Kampf. They wrote about how Hitler believed it was his special role in transforming Germany. Hitler was determined for power. In 1933, he was named Chancellor of Germany. The Nazi Party, which was led by Hitler, arranged for an arsonist to burn down the Reichstag building. Hitler persuaded the President of Germany to declare a state of emergency. This created the Reichstag Fire Decree. In it, he arrested those who were opposing the Nazis. This led to the first concentration camp, Dachau. This is where they imprisoned those people and kept them silent from their opposition silent. In March 1933, the Enabling Act was created, which led to Hitler's legal dictatorship. And in August 1934, the President of Germany died, therefore making Hitler the Führer. In Tamara L. Roloff's article, The Holocaust, Death Camps, she wrote about how Hitler believed that the Jews defiled the racial purity of Germany, which was the Aryans. The Nazis began persecuting and eliminating the Jews. They restricted their laws, such as educational, economic laws, and from 1936 onward, Hitler wanted German expansion and brutal campaign toward the Jews. In 1938, the Nazis forced the Jews out of their homes and into walled-off communities called ghettos, in which they later would get them and take them to concentration camps where they would later kill them in gas chambers. These killings took place until the end of World War II, and there were 6 million deaths of the Jewish people. In 1939, Hitler initiated World War II by invading Poland. And in December 1941, after Japan bombed Pearl Harbor, Hitler declared war on the United States. But he could not defeat the Soviets nor the United States, and it led to Germany's defeat. And on April 30th, 1945, surrounded by the Allies, He committed suicide with his wife, Eva Braun, whom he had married a couple days before. Hitler had invalid reasons for wanting to eliminate the Jews, but they led to the downfall of Germany, the death of millions of Jews, and his own death through suicide. His actions were gravely immoral, and no other man had so much ruin to his name. The results of his actions were a world war, complete destruction of Germany, and human killing on an unprecedented scale. Thank you.